YouTube, this is Kenya Lynham, aka Kenya Cordova. Over on Instagram, I'm Bana.Faggio. And I've had to, this is my second recording. I so apologize to myself. But yeah, I didn't have the volume or something, the audio wasn't doing. But if you haven't made your way over to the website, please do that right now and apply and register. That's at financialprivatelender.blogspot.com. That link is in the description as well as the details of this topic, or the outline of it so you can follow along. Also, the donations link. Okay. Now, my Cash App donations is $galacticwar. Okay. So, first things first, advanced business accounting. We talked about your balance sheets and income sheets. Please get those to me as soon as you can, as well as the application registration online at the website. Okay. Now, also the donation. Okay. Now, cash flow. If we are to regard each other, we are to regard each other soundly. So the accounting is very high. I do have a bachelor's degree. I went to a private school for business. I've excelled out of time management, and I've worked in industries, mortgage, and a little bit of hotel, but mortgage and all the inner parts about it. Okay. So this is what we're talking about. We're talking about cash flow. And if you need credits recommended or something about it, we can talk about it. First, we need to recognize comments and what the issue is, if there are any. Okay. Now, cash flow. If I am to flow my cash with you, I need to see you. Balance sheets and income sheets. The last couple topics explains what a balance sheet is. It's your financial balance of some summary of balance, financial balances. Your income sheet is your income sheet. Okay. So we're talking about revenue and assets and liabilities on the balance sheet. On the income sheet, revenue, income, expenses. Okay. Now, management. I am the person. I understand exactly where you are and I understand why. You understand me, and I had this last recording where no one was really there. It's how I feel sometimes. Okay. So, Men in Black was mentioned. There was a guy or person or man or dude or friend or nigga ally. Okay. Anyway, or my nigga. Okay. If I reference you, I know who I am. I don't know who you are, so you can't really sign if that was that or not, but yes, okay? So we only say black. That means there were comments, likes, and shares a little bit at the rates that I mentioned it. That means you're very high as a self guru. You know exactly how to get the information and be there at that right side time. Okay. So black is, okay, so I say black, but where is the men or the lady? That's the part. Okay. Now, that side is level to nothing, meaning I'm here and black came and there's nothing. Okay. We were supposed to meet and now I'm at admissions. Okay. I'm right here where I need to be. Admissions. If you are the people, please get registered right now. And everything that I just said, balance sheet, income sheet, donations, get your application in, recognize what is going on and start commenting. Okay. So we can hear a little bit on that your right side. Okay. Now, hospitality. It's an industry friendly and generous reception of guests and visitors. If you are a guest, I recognize it right away. They start doing and they understand what the hospitable is, okay? If they recognize it's like hotel, yes, please get to it right now so we can start building it. Manager office issues, economics. The manager office has no issues. He's like a tree. It's like the Lamb of God. He does take away the sins. He says yes and no. That's the part. He says yes or no. If he says yes and no, yes, because God is God, he is he. He says yes and no. That means you have a way to get up there more, or you just know black. Okay? Economics, he only does what he sees you yes and no. The growth of production is something about it in the scarcity of people or comments or something. That means I may have to go and block people just to see if that's the avenue or revenue. If that's the avenue or revenue, that means that the tree is listening very diligently and soulfully. And I actually did have to do that on Instagram, okay? But if they were not doing anything and it's just a manager office type of thing, yes. Okay. There is no manager office without me, and there is no hospitality group without me. That's exactly what those hearers that had an ear for higher self rides. Okay. So that is stopping, and it is slow, but it's stopping. Okay. If you know how to get in, yes. Okay. Economics. Yeah, we've already went over economics. Here's this. If I am kind with my finance and my particulations about it, yes. My cash flow is designed to have you to stimulate your own growth in the area that you are. That's the right side you. If it's without people, that's because it's on that side and we haven't spoke that side, but we're already in front of each other. So let's go ahead and speak. That's exactly what all this is. Okay. Then that part can do with people. It's like sons of mine from back in the generations, how you even got to me if I don't see, some things. So that would be that. So it would be the sons and generations. That's your right side. And then you can speak to them, without referencing it's her or me, because it almost is rude if they were shunned for not a participating light. Okay, yeah. So when I recognize and understand that business and cash flow and accounting, what is it that he meant? He meant to get your lamplight up, to recognize religion in me, to recognize the registration and the admissions area, what it is and what she did. Okay. And then continue on from there. Um, if you are trying to understand my soliloquy, that was a topic or a post the other night, okay, or the other afternoon on soliloquy. If you understand my speech, there is no impediment unless you start sticking, okay? There is none. If you understand eloquent or stable or root system or the crown, then you recognize higher grid and you understand rich and prosper and why cash flow is mentioned and it's mentioned very diligently, delicately. Your finances are what it shows here.